Bullfrog and who?
What's that song about bullfrog?
I don't know. Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
Yeah, Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
So you think it's a person named Jeremiah? Is that your thought?
Maybe. I don't have any thoughts.
Are you ready to start?
Yes. Hey folks, welcome to the Torah Corral. I am the sheriff of the Torah Corral. I'm Levi Ben Abraham, aka Luke Ford, here with my good old buddy Rabbi Rabbs.
Hey folks, Rabbi Rabbs here for Interfaith Talks tonight. I'll be representing Judaism. To my right,
I'll be representing Pragerism.
There you go. We're ready to go. And a quick shout out to all my favorite chickses out there. How's it going? And hello to all my favorite Catholics. All right.
And the Torah portion this week is Bo.
Bo.
The third Torah portion.
Bo knows Torah. Bet you didn't see that one coming.
So, did you have anything from last week?
Yes, I had a few things I wanted to go over before we start.
Yeah.
First of all, for those who don't know, I had a big simcha this weekend.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. On Motzi Shabbos, I celebrated 28 years without a drink or drug. Without any alcohol or drugs. And I posted that on my Facebook, and I got like over 40 likes on it, and a whole lot of people said Mazel Tov, except there was one name mysteriously missing in all that. And you know who that might be?
No, who was that?
Luke Ford.
I saw it. I thought it was great. I just didn't feel like clicking.
Why? What? You click on all these other things I post up there. Like I post, hey, I was walking on Pico and I found some women's underwear. You would put a like on that.
Yeah.
So why is it when I have something that's a big simcha for me, you read my book, you know that it means something to me, right? Why would you not want to be part of that?
I just didn't post. I guess the more important something is, the less flippant I'm going to be, and just like, oh, like, I'm just. If something's really important, I'm probably not going to say anything.
So if I said, hey, you know, is there any women in this thing?
Ellen.
No, Ellen's not a woman. Is there any, you know, like, if it was like some woman or something, and I said, hey, you know, we're engaged. That's for real. You know, not like one of my bogus Facebook messages. Right. And I said, like, hey, we're engaged. Everybody's going like Mazel Tov, and like 350 people put a like, and they would go, well, I'm better than that. I don't want to be part of that.
It's not a matter about being better. It's just sometimes you just don't want to take part in the carnival.
But if everybody had your attitude, then nobody would celebrate it.
Right. But if there are like 40 other people liking something, I don't feel that I need to add mine. Like, I post more likes on there than is natural to me. I just don't spend that much on Facebook. Because I really get involved in the thread discussions. Like, sometimes people will be like taking shots, and it's like,
yeah, I know, that's something else.
Care, and
I'm not. That's
and then there are just weeks I just don't feel like liking anything, and I just don't like anything. I just don't want to get involved.
Because this was like the biggest thing to me, and you know, like I was just like surprised that you didn't want to like click along with it. What's going on?
Sheriff of Torahtown claims I do not care. He's complaining there are no women in the chat room. Oy vey.
So there was that, right? Because my attitude is, if you're a friend of mine and you're on Facebook and you see that, then you're part of it. By not being part of it, you're making a statement of, well, it's what's important to him is not important to me at all. And in that case, if you don't think things that are important to me are important, then why are you friends with me? And my attitude is, I'm tempted to delete everyone from my Facebook who didn't post to that thread. Because, I mean, what are they really friends of mine? Are they really friends of mine?
Yeah, because there's very little necessary correlation between somebody's Facebook activity and whether or not they are your real friend.
If they don't go onto Facebook very often, right, I can't hold it to them because they don't even know about it. But if you know something and you're just like, I don't care, then why should I care about your things? And at that point, how are we friends?
Because there are plenty of times people just don't feel like getting involved with Facebook. They may just check their messages.
Right, that's something else.
That's
yeah, I understand that. But if somebody's on, and they're involved, they're like on it, and they're like, just going through their news feed, they can't help but see it.
Well, you're always like upping the expectations level for what you expect in a friend, and the more you like expect from people, the more disappointed you're gonna get.
Oh, we talked about this before.
Yeah, so
because you keep your expectations really, really low.
I try to keep my expectations low. So
that's right. We talked about this, and that way, if people ignore you, right? So you've already created a safety net because it's not going to hurt you because you don't.
I try not to expect much.
Right.
From people, and so like you came through for me with a ride home from the hospital. That to me is more important than 100 likes on Facebook.
Okay, I hear that. But at the same time, if you came and posted something on your wall and you said, hey, I finally got laid last night, I might put a like on that.
But you're much more active on Facebook.
Okay, that's true.
It's a more integral part of your life than it is for me and for most people. It's like you post more likes with other people, you've got varying Facebook wives, there's like a whole carnival. It's like a reality show. Like the Rabbs Facebook reality show. And there's like a few hours where I keep up with you. Where I'll be as involved with Facebook as you are, but those are like 3 hours a month. So like what's surprising to me is how involved I am in Facebook, like since I've known you. Like I've become much more involved in Facebook than I would normally. And so it's like I remember when I was staying with this family when I was in 8th grade, and I complained that there was no milk in the refrigerator.
Hey, Baba. Baba Mitzi is in the room.
To put on my cereal in the morning. They said, that's not the attitude around here. It's, oh wow, there's milk in the refrigerator. Like in that family, having milk in the refrigerator was a rarity. Like, and so for me to like get involved with Facebook is a rarity.
Okay. All right, I hear that. All right, so the next thing was, for those who don't know, we'll plug your blog. Yesterday, you interviewed. Tell us about the interview.
Yeah. Oh, I interviewed this therapist about. Largely, it was about sex addiction. So she was a licensed psychotherapist, a marriage and family counselor.
You want to send all that to me?
And 80%, I will when it comes down a bit. And about 80% of our interview, maybe 90%, was about sex addiction, because I guess she works a lot with sex addiction and personality disorders.
Right. And you posted the whole video sequence on your website.
Yeah.
Right. And I watched it late last night after all the football games were over. I watched. It wasn't that long. It was only like 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the whole thing. And there was something that was missing from it all. You never brought up my name. I thought for sure you were going to bring me up.
But I already hit that with the pre-interview where we did a little email.
Oh, so you didn't feel like you wanted to say, hey, tell the viewers, like for 5 minutes, what was it like dating Rabbi Rabbs? Blah, blah, blah.
No, for many reasons. Like,
okay.
Number one, it was the first time I'd met this woman in person.
Okay.
She was coming to my place. I just didn't want to go anywhere outside of like very narrow. Let's sit down and do an interview about your practice and your areas of expertise. Because I had no contact with this woman aside from inviting her to do an interview, so I didn't want to go outside of that because she didn't know me, I didn't know her. It was all brand new, so